Greetings, Earthlings. I come in peace. Welcome to Fighting CB Plays Minecraft. Might be wondering why I'm standing above an ice track on a giant flamingo. Well, it's fairly easy to explain. I built the ice track and my daughter was born back in December, and actually two someones, Sporty Pompano and Short Range, I believe, built the flamingo for me since I was offline and could not be playing at the time. My computer was down. So I'm going to start this video off with a tour of my Bastion Speedway. The tour begins out here with the entrance. Everything in the Bastion Speedway is nether based. So, coming from gaming district, which is gray concrete powder, we go into red concrete powder, which will blend into the red nether brick pathway, give people coming into the Bastion kind of the red carpet feel. The Bastion Speedway is sponsored by Cos and Cos, which is Commander Cascade and Cosback, two players from Scar World 2. They have a shop in the shopping district called Cos and Cos. There they sell maps, player heads, and various other items. And this is the style of their entrance, just with nether material. I am going to be blending netherrack in along here, make it look like the nether is taking over the overworld. This is going to be going away. And over here, the netherrack is going to be coming all the way back over here. I still have a lot of work to do. And from here, you get a really good view of the Bastion Speedway sign. Originally, I had this in quartz, and once I got enough shroom lights, I switched it out. Right? It looks really good, especially with the soul flames. This is the banner for the Bastion. It was created just recently by Erin the Mad. She came back from been gone for a while, and this was her first banner she made since coming back. She runs the shop Yield shop in the shopping district, and I kind of told her what I was roughly looking for, and she did a great job. She got the sunset behind the Bastion, netherrack for the base, and then the ice track going up towards the Bastion, like it's going to be going and then curving around it to race around. So just inside the entrance, we have Casino, built by Commander Cos. Inside, at the moment, he only has one machine. In here, you would put one diamond, I am out of at the moment, and you have a chance for nothing or a chance for a random mini block. Anywhere from like an observer mini block up to netherite mini block. So did a pretty good job of making this place look very interesting. It's got room for more games in here though. Then coming up to the entrance, we have our Withers greeter. This is built by Elizabeth, our resident armor stand queen. I asked her if she could build two withers, and she did an awesome job. The second one is farther in. I will show you that later. But I asked her if she could make real looking withers, and that's about as real looking as you can get. So I think she did an amazing job. while I was offline from Java, with my computer being down, I had time to play on Bedrock, and I fiddled around with nether material, and I ended up creating this hallway with red nether brick, black stone, and crying obsidian, and then the quartz ceiling. And I liked it so much that I decided to use it for bastions, tunnels. Looks really good. Hope this is because I don't hear anything. The game sounds are gone. So check that. I used to have another portal here, but I've moved it. So obviously I have some repair work to do. This is my storage. I don't need to look at storage, it's just storage. We will go up and look at the up and up area in a bit. This is utility tunnels. This goes into where the garages are. There's 16 garages, and all of them are the same. So people can rent out a garage for a season. Right now the first season is going to be 5 races, and they can decorate the garage however they want, and they will keep it for that full season. The only stipulation is the outside has to be nether material. That's the only requirement. They can do whatever they want with the inside. Now this lower area, all this is all me. I decorated all of this, but from everything above this level, this is all Commander Cascade, and he lined this up fairly well with my tunnel heading out, so that I was able to bring my tunnel out and tie into this and make it reach his bastion without having to do any extra work or funky. Make it look so cool with those shadows. I didn't have to adjust his build at all to make it work. Really nice. He's got several layers where you can come and look out over the bastion. You can watch as the racers go by. It's created different viewing platforms. So, kind of like Formula One, you have different areas you can view the race from. Eventually, we're talking about having a secondary track. Formula One has different tracks on the same race course, and we're thinking about making a more challenging course. It goes off, round, and ties back in. So that's what this is. It's the beginning of potential second track. So, we will explore that option. Now there's redstone that runs pistons to change it so that you could run a boat off that way. And here's that second wither. Elizabeth did an amazing job. It looks like it's actually shooting at you. She did just an awesome job. You should see her base. She's got wither stand, or not wither, she's got armor stands all over that she's made look like Disney characters, like from the movies Cars. How she does all that, I don't know. but she's really good. This is Bastion. Commander Cascade built all of this. Still work to be done on this to get it finished, but we got a basalt biome here. Each level you got a higher vantage point of everything. Now, unfortunately, the render distance for entities is not where you can actually see them on the whole track. I've been up here watching and you can't see them just buzz around the whole track. That's kind of disappointing. It's really cool to stand here and see them start here, take off, and go buzzing around, but they disappear and pop into view here and there. But standing here, you really can't see them buzzing by over there. Might have to make some changes so we have better viewing. Thinking about putting a restaurant up here somewhere. That'd be kind of cool. Now we're going to come down here. This area is the timer for solo runs. From down here, you have a switch up. You can do practice runs. You can do lap after lap without having to worry about resetting the clock. If you move it down, you can do a timed run. Make sure there's no shulker or nuggets in the shulker. If there are, you have to reset it. Then you would come up here, take a boat out, put it in here, get in the boat, press the button, and then the lights down there go. When the large light goes, it'll pulse a signal down here, which will come over here, and it'll actually open this section, drop you down, and then you can begin your run. And go around the racetrack. Go all the way around, and then there's pressure plates back there that will stop your timer. And you can count your nuggets and record them, and then I will add them up and multiply them by 201 and give you your time in seconds. This is the starters booth. So if we're running races with more than just one person doing solo times, I come up here, flip this switch off, which activates the starting blocks. Press this button. Wait a moment. And we have 8 starting blocks. So we put 8 boats in here, and we can have 8 racers. And they all get in their boats. Once they're ready, we hit the starting clock. And each time one of these note blocks goes off, a light goes off correspondingly. And then they drop, the racers go. There's a firework that will go off. And then the race begins, and we determine how many laps they're going to do ahead of time. And they sit there and go. Whoever's running the race, most likely me, would sit here and watch and see who passes and counts their laps. And with me having voxel map up in the top right corner, I can actually see the name of the person coming by and keep tabs on that. And I could probably have someone else up here in the booth with me to help keep track of who's coming through, especially with 8 people. That's a lot of names. Um, so, then once they're all done racing, I flip this back and that deactivates the starting blocks from the system so that when someone is coming to do solo timed runs, starting blocks aren't kicking in. Then we activate this just to make sure that it doesn't activate again. And no starting blocks have popped up, so that's a good thing. And this is a map of Bastion Speedway. We'd updated it a little bit. There have been some changes. But this is the area where the secondary track is at the moment. And we're thinking about it coming off like a roundup over here and coming in over in this area, hitting the loop and coming back in for a more challenging track. And then eventually we want to do death races. You have the driver and then a secondary person with a bow, and that secondary person would be initiating all the weapons and dropping spider webs and all the good stuff. Up here, showed you the timer. We do have a weekly leaderboard for the time trials. If you want to be counted in the time trials, you pay 1 diamond per lap. We're up to 22, 32, 35 diamonds this week. Wow. The winner of the weekly time trials splits the pot with the house. And you record your laps down here. Oh, got those split just between 2 people. Oh. They are close. Just 0.2 seconds apart. Then over here, we have our Hall of Racers. Each one of these people have raced on here and given us their head. And of course, Elizabeth has to do her armor stand a little nicer. She's the armor stand queen. I still got to get head from Red Force Live. He's our current champion of the track. Managed to get 1 stack, 59 nuggets. That was a time of 24.72 seconds. Kubo K is in second with 2 stacks, 4 nuggets for 26.53 seconds. Aaron the Mad, 2 stacks, 21 seconds, or 21 nuggets. Ooh, we gotta change that. You got a better time. So 29.54 seconds. And we gotta change that, update it. So, which I will do. Then over here we have all the firsts. Commander Cascade was the first to run the track with the time. And I wasn't keeping track of the nuggets at that time, but he got a time of 31 seconds and some points, but I couldn't remember what it was. Then Kubo K was the first to break 30 seconds. He had 2 stacks, 4 nuggets with 26.53 seconds. Then, of course, Red Force Live was the first to get under 2 stacks, 1 stack, 59 nuggets with 24.72 seconds. We did run 1 race of 4 people. and Abyssal won that race. And I still got room for more firsts. We just gotta figure out what those firsts are gonna be. So. And then we have our portal. There's another, we have two nether entrances, actually. One nether entrance is our train. From spawn, you would take a train to the pirate district. And then from the pirate district, you would select the Bastion. That will bring you out to the Speedway. And then from spawn, you can also take the west tunnel or the white tunnel. West for white, makes sense. And bring it out to where you find the Bastion signs. This used to be the diagonal Wither Skeleton Farm Road, the ice road, but we now have the piston boat road up by the spawn. So I was given permission to repurpose the ice road, at least the entrance of it. I didn't do the whole ice road. So I used that, the diagonal of that, and made my entrance match up with the Nether Tunnel Road. I think I did a pretty good job with it. Now I do have a 4 piglin barter hall here. If someone wants to use it, by all means. Just do me one favor. Please clean it up when you're done. Don't take just what you want, take everything. You traded with it. Please clean it up, because I don't want to be your cleanup boy. So, but overall, I think that's about it at the moment. I do have potions of fire resisting here. Please feel free. I have a lot more. And at the moment, I think it's time for this sailor to hit the high seas, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.